nice looking brush. The colors are pretty. Why is it so popular? To the tune of hundreds of thousands ordered. And guess what? I'm one of the customers who keep buying more sets and giving them to friends because this is a brush like nothing you have ever used before. Wet hair, dry hair, short hair, long hair, thick hair, thin hair. This is the brush that saves your hair, and I'm going to tell you all about it with Maria McCool, but just know that we have a value here you will not find anywhere else. Each one of these brushes is normally $22. All three of them would be $66. So for less than the price of two brushes, which would be $42, we're giving you all three. 4 easy payments of $8.25. I guess you could say it this way. Instead of being $22 a piece, they're $11 a piece, so they're half off. Maria McCool from Calista is here with us. It's a very prestigious salon outside of Philadelphia. They see, your team sees about 1,000 clients a week. I'm one of your clients, and I only see your staff using smoothie brushes when I go in there.
It's so true, because it really is. I loved everything you said. Doesn't matter your hair type, thick, thin, you know. What this is going to do for you is it really is the best volumizing product, like volumizing brush, best detangler that you will ever use, and it's a great scalp massager. And why it does all of those things is what Sandra was showing you, this movement and flexibility, not only in the brush itself, but in all of the bristles. And also at the end of those bristles, this top quality nylon teeth, are these soft spots that do not come off, the soft tops.
Maria,
it's a part of the bristle.
I'll tell you right now, this is truly the only brush I use. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I use it, and actually I got a set of 3 for myself because I keep one in the shower for wet hair. You taught me that, to pull your conditioner through.
And scalp massage.
I keep them here at work. I keep them in, it's what I use if I'm gonna blow dry my hair. It's what I use when I'm gonna style my hair into a ponytail. It's what I put in my daughter's stockings. That's why I did for Christmas. And you know, several hundred already ordered in this show, 5,000 in the last 5 days. What are we seeing? What is this doing?
So this is the difference. So because of the flexibility and the amount of teeth and the fact that the teeth, do you notice if I go right to her root and then I just grab the hair, the tension of this brush is so perfect that I can lift it as far as I want. Why is that so good? Is because when you want to get volume and root lift into the hair, when Cheryl's hair was wet, we can use this brush on wet and dry. Go in, I'm just gonna show you, I'm not gonna turn it on, but then the blow dryer goes right to that root, and that's how we're getting all of that lift. This is how you're blow drying it.
It's so interesting to me because you're talking about volume. I use it just like the name, the smoothie. For me, it's the brush that smooths my hair into a ponytail. It's the brush that never breaks my hair. That's why I love it. And you can see this before and after.
Yes.
The brush makes such a difference. I don't think people realize how important a brush is.
Exactly. And you know, we were doing this yesterday. I'm just going to go ahead and brush with it. Notice I can go right to her scalp. Because of the flexibility, see the hair coming through, but there's no pulling and tugging. Actually, I'm going to take my hand off of Cheryl's head. Even though I'm going to go right to her scalp, and I'm brushing it, I'm brushing it, I'm brushing. Her head's not moving. There's no tugging of the hair. That's the big difference. Like, usually, you know, you brush your head and the person's head's going like my client's hair.
No, I get
This is not the case with this. I can go right into her scalp and move her hair. It's not an issue that way as far as no breaking, you know, no snagging.
And why is this so important? You know, I have 2 daughters who have very, very thick hair, like very thick hair. And when they first saw it, they both kind of had similar reactions, like, my hair's gonna just break that. They thought they needed a big paddle brush. But no, this works on everybody's hair.
Right. So we just, and the reason for the movement, this is what Sandra's asking, is why is this so flexible? Why are these all able to move? When your hair is wet. So just with shampoo, Jan's hair. Now, generally, root out when we're volumizing, right? Then you go ends up when you're detangling. But I just want you to see the power of the smoothie. I can go right from the top. I'm right at her scalp. I'm on her scalp.
And typically you'd be down here trying to work from the bottom to try and get,
I can go right through. Now, what usually happens here, all my clients say, oh, when it's wet, I use a big wide tooth comb. But the problem with the wide tooth comb is because there's no flexibility. See how this is, you can actually see the gentle movement that's happening. I can't break her hair. When you're taking your hair through with something that doesn't have movement, that's hard, when you get to those snags, it's just gonna snap them. So you don't want to snap them. We want it, look, I went right all the way to the end. There's not hair in my brush. So when it comes to detangling, just like Sandra said, her daughter's hair, they can go all the way through. Now granted, one more time I'm gonna repeat, generally when you are detangling, you start at the bottom and you just work your way up. That does it beautifully, and that's how you're gonna do it. But you can see where this can easily go right from the scalp without tugging her head at all.
So, okay, you're getting 3 of them, and you have 3 different colors here that I want to show you. So they're brand new colors, really pretty for spring 2025. There is a blue, a lilac, which is the purple. There's a blue, there's a pink. Normally, they're $22 a piece. We're doing them for $11 a piece, half off. 3 brushes for the price of like 1.5. 4 easy payments of $8.25. Now, I got a set of 3 at the holidays. I kept another one because I can always use more and gave 2 to my daughters. If you're thinking, I don't really need 3 brushes, it's just me. You do. You're gonna leave 1 in the shower. Every time you put your conditioner on, you're gonna, this is how you're gonna evenly disperse your conditioner. You're gonna keep 1 where you dry your hair, and you're gonna keep 1 in your handbag or wherever else it is that you brush your hair on a daily basis.
Right.
I never had a hairbrush where I said, like I treat them almost like lip balms. I keep them everywhere. But that's what I do with the smoothie brush. You get it, right? I always have like 2 hairbrushes, right? I keep them everywhere.
And it really
Only
is
brush I use.
this flexibility that is the game changer. Now, not only is the brush flexible, but also are the top quality nylon teeth. There's over 100 of them, right? It's hard to believe. These soft tips on the end are a part of the teeth, so these aren't gonna pop off on you. And notice the venting. That is so that when you blow dry your hair, you don't trap the heat in and burn the hair. Thought of everything.
Everything. It
Not
looks
to
so
mention
simple.
The bend. Right.
I think that's it. You know, you look at this brush and it looks so simple. Like, why is it so popular? It looks so simple. It actually is not simple. There was so much engineering that went into this brush to make it simple for us.
Right.
But she really thought of everything.
Right. So we just put in the Air Glide curls, right, from the last show. And I wanted to bring Jill out because generally, if you took a brush to your curls, you would brush them out, right? So I'm just brushing her hair with the smoothie, but what happens is these curls just get fluffier and more volumized.
Well, I mean,
is that crazy?
I find that with my hair, oh, look how pretty that looks,
right.
Jill.
So the curls we put in, but a lot of times people are afraid to brush their curls because they'll brush out. But if you notice, and I'm going to even just turn her, you can see it from the side, obviously, turn those curls into waves. And as we come to the back, I can go ahead and brush, 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 brush. Usually if you took a brush to your curls, they would not spring back like this. They would end up, you'd be brushing them out. But in this case, because of the spacing, because of the flexibility and the movement, they don't tug on the hair. I just brushed her very thick curls and there's not hair in my brush.
So
right?
I brush, this is how I use, like I brush my curls out with this too, but I have found, and I've presented on air and shown you, when I wear my hair straight, it makes your hair so shiny. All right, Alberti's coming out.
Oh, yay.
Perhaps our best
I love this.
Oh,
He's
come on.
You know, we've been talking about the flexibility.
All the models are like,
Wait,
yeah.
I wish I knew how to do the brow thing, but I can't. But here's the thing, like we were, the thing that I love about this brush, and you know, I was in hair care for many, many years, is the fact that most brushes don't have this crescent shape that you're gonna see right over here. And the reason you told me that you created this was because, and if you follow me with the camera, you'll see that it actually touches the entire scalp. And so when you're brushing your hair backwards, when you're doing anything, you're actually giving yourself a scalp massage, which by the way is stimulating.
Yes.
It's generating that blood kind of flow. And what's really nice about it is that I know, and you know, and hopefully you know, it creates a lot of volume.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is that most brushes are straight, right? So what happens when you put them on the scalp, the bottom and the top is not touching anymore, right? Usually just the center of your brush is touching, so you're kind of only getting this much out of your brush. With the smoothie, you can see the whole thing is on his scalp. So when you're brushing around your head,
it feels so good.
I know, doesn't it feel good? Because of the soft, like I can do this to your head. It's not like hurting you, right? A brush would normally hurt you.
No,
if I was doing that.
well, because they're so soft and they move a lot. I love
They
you.
move a lot.
Thank you so much.
All right.
They move a lot.
They move a lot.
everywhere. They move everywhere.
Alberti,
all right,
if
so
you ever decide to leave, get
I
right
can
back
always come
here
back as a model.
All right, you're getting all 3 of these, really, for half off. Even at Calista's own website, they are $22 a piece. We're doing them for just $11 a piece. I'm telling you, even if you are buying them for yourself, you will want all 3. 4 easy payments at $8.25, wildly popular. Do not wait. The top I'm wearing is from Susan Graver. It is the mock neck A-line button trim top.